Day 2 of Roughing It on the Oregon Trail. And I had a couple questions that I asked you guys yesterday. One of them, but I'm going to start with, what surprised you? What in this book surprised you? Addie. I can't hear you, I can't hear you.
Why they wanted to see their great.
Why did they want to see their great? You're saying it surprised you that they wanted to go back and see those kind of people? You're not curious about seeing people that were your great grandparents? No, not at all? Okay, all right. What are you thinking, Jackson?
I'm surprised that it was like that back then.
Tell me more.
Like, I didn't know that they had like 5 to 6 months like journeys across stuff.
And how fast would it get? If you wanted to get from Missouri to Oregon today, would you be spending 5 to 6 months? Can you imagine? I think most of us would be upset if we even had to fly and it took us, half the day. We would be upset. But if we wanted to get there, we could be in Oregon tonight without any problem. If you just went, slept the whole way, but you'd have to do that on a plane. The covered wagon, it's not going to get you there that quickly. What are you thinking, Mason? What surprised you? That they ate buffalo tongue. Doesn't sound tasty to you? Not at all. Caden, anything surprise you?
No, not really.
Okay, and so the question I asked you was, what would you take with you on this 5 to 6 month journey? What would you take? Your pet turtle and your Legos. Okay. Why those two things?
Because I like building my Legos and I love my turtle.
That would be a good thing to pass the time, because Legos can take a long time to build, and you can construct and then wreck it and then construct again. So that would be good. That'd be good thinking. And of course your turtle. You could not leave your turtle behind. And how big is he? Okay, yeah, he'd probably go. He'd probably. You just make sure you pack him some food.
Probably my dog, his food, and the blanket and pillow.
Okay, all right. The blanket and the pillow for you. Okay. Oh, that's really sweet.
Because he likes laying on pillows.
Okay, all right. I think that so far those are really good practical things to take. Any other ideas? Addie, what are you taking? You're not taking Kevin? Kevin the cat? Poor Kevin's getting left behind, okay? All right, very good. Good thinking. Food and water, definitely a must. How about you? Okay.
I would take
A new car. Now, how are you going to take a new car? We're back in the 1800s. Cars haven't even been invented yet. If you could, would that not be cool to be able to take that back to the people that are living in the 1840s and say, this is what the future looks like? Everybody hop in, we'll get to Oregon, and there it's going to take us a couple days, but compared to 5, 6 months, yeah, that would not happen. We'd have to have a lottery or something to see who gets to ride in the car, but wouldn't that be cool? Just say here, this is what's coming, all right? You're riding in this, but this is what the future looks like. Several trips. Okay, that's an idea. All right, okay. Get yourself a little business
You have
there.
to get a really big limo.
A really big limo. It'd have to be a school bus. Really big, a school bus. Now you're thinking.
that had a TV and a little black counter.
Okay. All right.
But where would you get the
So.
Wi-Fi from the TV to watch?
Yeah, that you wouldn't be able to do that. So, what kinds of people would have to go on a trip like this? What kinds of people? Definitely these people, because they're making the trip. But what kinds of character traits do you think you'd have to have in order to be able to go on this arduous journey? Arduous, of course, meaning very rough and difficult, hard.
Brave, because the coyotes are wolves.
The animals, absolutely.
They probably have courage.
Courage, okay, good. I like what you say. And you say courage because?
Probably, like Mason said, animals, and it takes a really long time, and you might not be able to eat for a bit.
Yeah. What are you thinking? What are you thinking? What kind of a person goes on a trip like this?
Like someone who doesn't have a home, or someone like
Somebody
like
who,
Syria.
okay, somebody from Syria. Explain what you mean by somebody from Syria.
Like if someone, if their home got bombed or grenades.
I'm really proud of you for making that connection with Syria, because those people are very similar in that they weren't able to take very much with them, right? They had to get out really quickly, and they could only carry what they can. I mean, they didn't even get the wagon to take. They're just carrying things, and you know, their water, their food, their pillows, and having to gather. Thank you for that connection.
And I would also bring a leash.
A leash for your dog?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. What are you thinking, Addison? What kind of a person? Could you do this? Is this something that you think you could do? And you say no. Why? Why? What do you lack that they have that would make it so you couldn't do it? Too far? Okay, so you're thinking, are you thinking that you would be bored, or what are you thinking? Bored, okay. And do you think it would be fun having to sit in a wagon or walking beside a wagon? Well, you get some good exercise.
I like the fact that they would
Eat the tongue? Okay. Yeah? You have to eat what you have. You know? And they're eating some of the same foods day after day.
I just realized there's cookies in there.
Okay, let's get back on track. Yeah, we really have, haven't we? All right. So, the next thing I want to do is I want to switch gears just a little bit. And well, before we do that, let's rate the book like we oftentimes do. What would you give it? 10 out of 10. You really liked it because?
Because they hunt buffalo.
You think that would be fun?
I like
You love to hunt. That's a very good explanation. Addie?
5.
5. And why only a 5? You don't like to travel. Okay. That makes sense to me. What are you thinking, Caden?
I didn't really get to finish it.
Okay, so you're gonna finish reading it in a few minutes?
We're out all night.
Okay, all right. You'll get to it tonight? Okay, good. So far, what would you rate it?
I didn't read it like a 7.
A 7, okay. Because
Because I really like history.
you like history, and this is definitely from history. Okay, good. Jackson, what are you thinking?
Probably about like a 5 or a 6.
Okay, so not your favorite.
It's not really interesting to me.
My head hurt.
Okay.
I like books that are like from this time of day.
Okay, all right, very good. And it's funny because the reasons they like it is because they like history, and you're saying you like more contemporary things that are right here today, and that's why you rated it differently. That makes sense to me.
Because we can't do anything about it. And it just,
It's already happened.
yeah, and if it's some sort of like environment,
Okay.
I could since it's today, I could try to help it out.
Okay, all right, gotcha. All right, so we're going to do a quick activity, and I'm going to ask you, it's a vocabulary activity. We've done this before. And I'm going to ask you, and you can look in your book if you have to, but give me some words. The one word that you found yesterday, sobelly. Wasn't it sobelly? Was that what was the word?
So belly and
Let me get the fatter one here. All right, so sobelly.
your belly.
What was the other one? Sobelly, slam johns. Slam johns.
And then Mason has another one.
Okay, and we definitely have to keep Oregon Trail on this list. What else? Give me some other words. You think that were important to the story?
Graze and absorbers. Shock absorbers.
Shock absorbers, I love it. Who else has some? They started in Missouri. Yeah, go ahead.
I honestly thought we would probably use and stuff.
Okay. Did they mention guns in there?
Yeah, it was on this page.
Okay, so guns, ammunition.
Yeah.
Probably like Oregon City. Since we
Oregon
have-
City, one of the stops. Wasn't there a fort in there?
Oh
Like
yeah.
Fort Laramie?
Like Henry Ford.
Now, why would they stop at Fort Laramie? Why would they stop there? What did they do in Fort Laramie?
Probably stop
They stopped to get supplies. They stopped to rest, and they stopped to get supplies.
Here's this
Yeah,
map
they
for
did
river
that.
crossing,
Yeah.
and on
That's a good one, river.
this
River crossing.
page, or like on this page,
Uh-huh.
we're crossing the river.
Okay, so I got river crossing. What else? Emily Elizabeth? Was that her name? Elizabeth? Okay, I'm sorry. Oh, Emily Elizabeth is Big Clifford. Okay, so Elizabeth.
My brother loves that. He used to watch that all the time. Now he's in
Yes. A little different. Native Americans, I love it. Native Americans.
These guys pilgrims.
They're like pioneers, yeah. They're very much so, because like the Pilgrims came and they landed on the East Coast, and they were like, well, they weren't the first ones here because Native Americans were already here, but they were ones that came over from Europe, and they were the first white settlers to come over and explore the land. These people are the first settlers then to go across from the middle to the west. So yeah, they're a lot like pilgrims or pioneers.
So what time did
Probably
Pilgrims were going back to like 1640, I think I want to say 1600s. Yeah, so it's even 200 years before this. A lot more people are here in America when this is happening.
wasn't
1843 was one of the dates that was in our story.
was on
Anything else you can
I
think of?
noticed something on this page.
What's that?
It feels like they all say
1843. Okay. Because that's why they were traveling. It was 5 to 6 months during 1843. All right. Anything else? All right.
This one
Let's see if
says
I have.
this says
I'm going to have you two pair up because you're sitting right beside each other, and I'm going to have you two. And here's your list of words. We're going to do list, group, and label. So, of course, the top is for after you put some words together, you give it a group title, a label. All right? Here are your words. Got to use these words here that you gave me. Let's see the connections that you can come up with. Okay, and Addie, you're together. So I want some talking to happen. Let's have some talking. Talking.
this one.
Is it on the, we're on trails there.
yeah.
Do you have any places?
Oregon Trail.
Okay, get it on there. Yeah. Would a river crossing be a place? Would that be a place? You could, yeah, that's a place, yeah. So we might be able to put it on the list as well.
Oh, that makes sense why he's using green for Oregon. Because
He's got Oregon City there. Oh, bless you.
Thank you.
Don't you be getting sick, buddy. You got too many kids already sick. Do you think river crossing would go under there maybe? Or not? You don't have to.
Yeah.
Do you think why would you put river crossing under there? It is a place. Yeah.
Should we, is this a place?
What do you think? Yeah, I think it might go under there too.
Missouri.
Oh, you guys are really thinking. Okay. Keep the talking going, guys, because that's the main reason for this activity is that you're getting deeper into the vocabulary.
Why do you keep using different colors? You're a rainbow.
I'm gonna use this color right
Oh.
now. I'm done.
Okay. Any others?
This one says 18.
I feel like we're
Okay.
So wait, old like food that was back then.
Fort.
Yeah.
Would that be a place too?
Yeah, Fort Laramie.
Fort Laramie.
Yeah.
And you will see, guys, you're going to do an activity with your Chromebooks, and you're going to see where some of this is going to come into play too. And you'll actually be actual travelers on the Oregon Trail. And unfortunately, some of you, if you do not pack the right things that you need to take with you, and yeah. So what your goal is to make it on the Oregon Trail without anything happening bad.
Wouldn't those guns back then technically be out muskets or something?
Mm-hmm. It could be called that. Yeah.
Can we put like carriage on the list?
Of supply? What those?
You mean the wagons, the wagons that they're coming in? Well, we didn't put it on there, so we're just using these words for right now. But yeah, covered wagons probably would have
Put guns and then I'll
Could
put
have-
ammo.
could have been part of their supplies. Yeah.
So belly.
The So Belly. I am pretty sure if you go home and tell your parents that you want some So Belly and some Slam Jams or Slam Johns, then it's, what was it? Bacon and pancakes? Yeah. They'll probably look at you strange and you'll just say, it's bacon and pancakes.
Can I ask?
I used
Yeah.
to watch cowboy shows and they would call them flatbacks.
Okay? So
Oh
you,
yeah.
so that, okay.
I remember when my
All right, so you guys have a different one. Good, I like that. Okay. And you did stuff you need. Oh, I like that.
Hey, this should be supplies because it's food.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like so many.
Yeah, definitely.
I like pancakes.
I really like how you're thinking on that.
I like pancakes.
I gotta put it back. You're.
All right, any other categories? Be creative. Really kind of think of how you could put a couple of them together. We haven't used shock absorbers, and I'm wondering if there's any connection between shock absorbers and something. And we haven't used Elizabeth or the Native Americans.
I think
We
that
haven't used
I think
1843.
that could shock absorbers could probably go in like supplies.
If we put 18
That, but I don't think so.
if we put 18
Good.
we would have put 18
What would be, if you put it there, what are you thinking? Why would it go there? Why are you thinking it could go there?
It probably like supplies to like help stop the like car
Right.
or whatever.
There you go. But it wouldn't be a supply, you need, if it was today, you were doing the Oregon Trail, okay? Not for back then, but it would be a supply if you went today. You'd want it on your car so that you weren't going up and down when you drove. So I can see where you might put that in there with that. Oh, okay. And what's going on, what else is going with names, if you're putting Elizabeth? Is there another name there? Okay. That'll be from our list here that we named to begin with.
Characters
Okay.
right there.
Native Americans would be names, okay.
There's more names in there too.
Yeah, but you gotta use these. These are the ones you have to use. I know.
Characters, yeah, you're right.
Isn't it?
Characters works. ERS. Mhm.
It's so hard to write.
Now, we picked up the fat ones, the skinnier ones at the top, and it's easier to read.
We get my same color.
Maybe
Okay, any others you guys can think of?
We're still working.
Well, you gotta put it, you can't just have one thing down, 1843 dates. What could go with that? Is there anything else here that has anything to do with dates?
shock absorbers could go with supplies. Because if they needed shock
That's what he was saying, he was saying that too.
this is basically supplies.
Okay. Anything else that you guys know? Okay, so let's see what we have here. We've got weapons and supplies on one, that's good. We've got places, and you've got characters. All right, let's see your labels. You've got places, stuff you need, I like that, dates, and names. All right, what were you thinking?
Oh, sorry.
What are you thinking there? What are you adding, buddy?
Put shock absorbers.
Well, that's on the list though. You can't put it on the list if it's not, it has to be on this list. All right, that is it. Now, what I need you to do for me, I need you to go get your Chromebooks because I want to show you the Oregon Trail game that you are going to get to play. All right, so go get it. And I am telling you, you are going to have a blast.